Yes, everybody, welcome back to Talking Wolves. Welcome back to a new update video on the channel. Hope you guys are keeping well. I wish today's update video brought you a little bit more good news. It seems so positive this time around 24 hours ago when I did the last video. But around 7:15 last night, our hopes and I don't know, the positivity, I suppose, had fallen to pieces. But I'll update you with what's been going on in a second. As always, guys, be sure to smash the like button down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. So close now to 20,000 subscribers. Let's try and hit that by the weekend. If you haven't already, smash that like button down below. But yesterday, one of the main topics of discussion was Marc Pubill, playing for Almeria in the second division of Spain at the time, right back. Pretty well built player. Wolves looked to have a deal agreed for the Spanish under-21 international. However, the deal late on yesterday was hijacked by Atletico Madrid. That's confirmed. It's done. Just an hour or so after it was confirmed by the Spanish club that Pubill had gone and Wolves had lost out on their man. So a little bit of a frustrating one. Like I said yesterday in the last couple of videos, always just seem to be linked to other teams as well. AC Milan were in there. Atleti has sort of come out of nowhere. But even the way that Fabrizio Romano had worded his tweet yesterday morning about Pubill, saying Wolves trying to get the deal done to anticipate interest from other clubs, it always sounded like maybe his agent, whoever that is, was always aware of other interest and probably wanted Pubill to go to another club. I don't know. But nonetheless, that deal has now fallen through. Wolves will have to look at other targets. I have no doubt they are frustrated about that. But at the same time, do you want a player at your club who's always looking over his shoulder, always maybe trying to look at the next opportunity and looking for a bigger and better opportunity out there? Probably not. Similar with the Kevin Danso deal. Look, these are frustrating deals, but it shows potentially that Wolves are shopping in the right markets. You know, these two players, Danso and Pubill, have gone to big clubs, and Wolves have come very, very close to bringing them in now. So it shows that there's something there, I think, for Wolverhampton Wanderers, and now it's just up to Teti, Pereira and Fosun to see what can they come up with. How can they react to this? Jean Arias yet to be confirmed, but we have had the away kit teased and it's going to be officially out to order on Friday, which will probably mean we will see it in the flesh for the first time tomorrow, Thursday evening. They did that with the home kit, released it on the Thursday evening, so we'll keep an eye on that. Hopefully it includes a Jean Arias reveal and announcement with the big man in the new kit. But be nice to see an away kit. Be nice to see Jean Arias announced as well sometime tomorrow, hopefully. But Marc Pubill completely off. Remains to be seen who will go for. Obviously, he's gone to Atletico Madrid. Another player Wolves have been linked with from Atleti is Samuel Lino. Again, our interest in him has been brought up again by Matteo Moretto, who is the journalist, probably a pretty well-known journalist, one of the strongest journalists in the Italian, Spanish game right now. And he's brought Wolves' name up again as one of the clubs interested in the left-sided player. I think he'd be a good player, obviously, at the left wing-back position. Could play further up as well if needed. Wolves, looking at him, he's valued at around 20 to 25 million pounds. But once again, Nottingham Forest involved, Napoli involved, teams in Turkey like him as well. But he is a player that Atletico Madrid are looking to potentially move on this summer. Can Wolves take advantage of that? Slight whispers of maybe a player on the opposite side, Molina as well. Nothing too reputable on this one yet, but wouldn't surprise me to see maybe Wolves going for that one with Jorge Mendes in and around the Atletico Madrid camp. Can he bring Molina, whose chances maybe are going to be a little bit more limited with Pubill signing there, maybe bringing him to Molineux as a replacement for Nelson Semedo. A fresh link we saw today was Idrissa Gueye, not the midfielder, but the young Senegalese forward, 18 years of age, playing for FC Metz. Of course, Metz is where Boubacar Traoré is set to move to over the next day or so. But Idrissa Gueye is a player linked with Wolves, a young forward being looked at by some big clubs around Europe. Manchester United, Borussia Dortmund keep it close tabs on him. A couple of other Premier League teams have been credited with an interest as well. Metz wanting around 15 million euros to let him go this summer. They do have to raise some sort of funds. He's probably one of the players with a little bit of value there. A young talent, lots of promise, but around that 15 million euro mark if Wolves were looking at Idrissa Gueye from Metz. And finally, Marvin Caleta had been playing for the Wolves under-21s, was out on loan at Motherwell last season in Scotland, has officially left the club. He's joined Rotherham United on a permanent deal, leaving the academy. So best of luck to Marvin in the future as well. But guys, that is all for today. I'm hoping that we should see some positive news. I'll just check my phone to see if there's anything else. There isn't as of yet, but things are always happening. So make sure you follow us on all the socials, at Talking Wolves everywhere. Apologies that I brought out that Pubill video yesterday. Obviously that big and deal has been hijacked now, and if you haven't already, go and check out the video that I uploaded this morning about Waff Wanderers, Wolves' first ever feeder club. Really good fun video to record and learn a lot more about the historic side of Wolves as well. So if you've got a spare half an hour over whilst you're at work or tonight, be sure to go and check that one out as well. But as always guys, look after yourselves, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you on the next one.